Whoa.
It feels like it's
Sally.
18 here.
Hi, everybody. Sally. I almost said otherwise known as chick picker.
There you are.
No. I don't want to be you, sister. I love you, but I don't want to be you.
I don't want
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Howdy.
Jesse.
Bridget, Kathy, Todd, you know us.
You know us.
Sorry, we're late.
Crazy.
Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, we're all late.
Yeah, I did the best I could.
About it. People understand.
I did donuts last night, so.
Did you get your plastic?
No. No, because we haven't been doing that like with those bags. I love those bags because they're like 7 or 8 foot tall, and big around, and but we haven't been pulling the donuts beforehand. Everybody's just been doing them right, pulling the donuts right before they do them. So there's no used ones, and even if they get used, they're like, it's like covering a cart, and that's all that's, that they're there for. And they're not like, they're not good like trash bags or anything, because they're super thin. So that's what I use to usually cover my packages when they're outside. But anyways, I'll get some. I'm gonna tell the lady that that does the donuts usually, if she gets any, to give them to me. And she owes me now. No.
Yeah, she does.
I got her under my thumb. No. Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki. How you feeling?
Good. Pretty good.
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 Thank you, Tessa. I know it's different, like it's hard to get it started, I set my alarm for 8:30 this morning, and it took me until about 9 o'clock to get out of bed.
So, yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just going to sleep.
I was like, I'm a dumbass. I should have set my alarm for 8 o'clock.
Nikki, you look better. Your whole face just looks better.
Thank you.
A lot more color back.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What you got all behind you?
Food.
Huh?
That's her lunch and dinner for her, because she lives in her car.
That's true. I think that's some bread back there.
Looks like a basket of bread.
That's a basket my aunt gave me with some stuff in it. I just got a bunch of crap back there.
That stuff you're gonna be listing?
Yeah.
That's just stuff she travels with, just in case.
I got a yoga mat back there, and sit on that. I got some cardboard boxes back there.
In case she needs insulation in her truck.
Yeah. Windows.
I can carry it, cover the windows when I get back.
With your blinds. She might get snowed in. She might.
I have a sandwich.
That's good though.
You got a sandwich?
Huh?
You got a sandwich?
I have a sandwich.
I have a sandwich.
What's that? Yeah, I'll send you a link right now, Tom. How's everybody doing?
Good, actually. How are you? Besides tired.
All right. I'm not really tired now, because I slept. I went to sleep at 5:30 this morning, so I slept a couple hours.
I'd be
But I'll
back.
have to. I was wondering, did you guys want to try to do a challenge today, or you want to just wait till Sunday, or do you want to skip it, or I don't.
It doesn't matter.
I
to
didn't
me.
even.
Not
I didn't
listing.
even ask you guys. Yeah, I'm listing today too, but
No,
I'm probably not gonna list all day.
yeah, I'm not listing.
Yeah.
Morning, Beth.
Oh, you're not listing today, Bridget?
Mm-mm.
What are you doing today?
I'm gonna probably in a little bit sit on the couch and maybe under a warm blanket.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of
You know she
in
will.
pain a little bit today.
She'll be listing and sitting on that couch.
Yeah.
She's gonna be able to not list.
That's
Well, that was what I did the other
day.
day. For a couple of days when I couldn't do too much. I just did jewelry on the couch, you know.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
What did she was gonna be listing?
I mean, jewelry you can just like if you're doing like earrings or something,
Right.
small bracelet. I mean, just put like a paper towel there or something,
Yep.
or you know,
Yeah.
anything for the background.
Sally, do you work tonight?
Yeah. I work
Yeah.
for the next 6 days.
I'm gonna say with you working, I mean, I'd rather you be able to get some sleep
Yeah.
than worry about the challenge today.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of what I was thinking. And I'm cold.
Yeah.
I can't freaking get warm.
Yeah, let's just wait till Sunday.
Okay.
God dang it! No, I'm just kidding.
No donation for you today.
Yeah, let's just wait.
Yeah. We'll just wait, you guys.
I was thinking,
Oh, Tom, turn it off. Turn your
Yeah.
YouTube off.
Oh,
I can always tell when Tom comes in.
Mhm. He's rookie still.
He works.
yeah.
Crap, I still do that.
I do too.
Sorry. It's gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gone.
Hi, Marcel.
Hey, Marcel.
Everybody says, "Hey, Marcel."
Morning, good morning.
Marcel.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody.
Hey there, Liz.
Hi,
I
Liz.
need a nap.
Liz, Beth. Oh, God.
Liz, Beth, whatever. Beth.
I failed that test today.
I'm still calling her Beth. Tessa.
Is it Beth?
Yep, Mag.
272, is that Beth?
That's Elizabeth.
That's Liz. Yeah.
That's Liz?
Yeah.
See? I should have went with my gut.
10 of hearts. 10 of hearts is
10 of hearts is
Beth.
Beth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta write this down because I will.
Hickory Springs is Valorie.
Yeah. I know her.
Okay. Because I kept calling Liz Valorie the other day.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Man, we got you all messed up. Huh?
I know.
I'm usually pretty good with names. It's remembering where everybody's from. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote it down. I had to write down names.
Hey, Nikki, I have a problem remembering where you're from. Wisconsin,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Well, I talk about both. You know, I'm in both every day, so who the hell knows where I'm from?
You know where you're from
I'm
sometimes.
from my mother.
Chris said to me, he goes, now Nikki's from Michigan, right? I'm like, no, she's from Wisconsin, Minnesota. He goes, where's that?
I am originally from Duluth, Minnesota. And I live over the bridge in Wisconsin.
Wow, I tell him you're from Wisconsin, Minnesota. Like it's one place.
All one top. Just like
Well,
New York.
yes, because she's a traveler. She lives in her truck, so really she lives in both places. Oh, man.
I started watching your designated survivor show this morning.
It's good.
That's pretty
huh?
good. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty
once
good.
you get when you really start getting into it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is so good."
You're gonna do it just like that too.
You know
You're gonna be
what's
like,
another
"Oh
good
my god, I
one
love
like
Kiefer
that?
Sutherland." Huh?
Another good one like that is Scandal.
Oh yeah, Scandal. That's another one I'd
That's
like
a
to
good
watch
one.
someday. I started watching House of Cards last night. That one is a little. I think it's going to be good because it's got Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, it's you really got to watch it. You really got to listen and think about what they're doing because it's a little more. It's a little more thinking when you watch it. But I think it's going to be good.
And he's from the South Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. But yeah, it's taken me. I've only gotten in through the first episode, but I'm about halfway through the second.
It's really good. It's you know, a lot of not really action, but like a lot of drama. So
House of Cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scandal, I was watching Scandal like diligently, but and keeping up on it and stuff too. But I stopped watching it, and so I need to get back into it. But it was always good. Hi, Mary.
So I'm going to be listening with my. I'm going to put on my playlist here. Let me play you a clip.
Oh no! I saw it. Like, well,
I'm a Barbie girl.
How do you turn this sucker on?
My boobs are plastic. And it's
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, God.
That's funny.
Okay.
Did you test this already?
I did. It worked once.
I know. I hate that too.
I've got a Barbie cassette player. So cute.
I know. I thought it's hard messing with today.
What did I do?
Oh, diesel.
Put the batteries in backwards like I usually do.
Oh my God. So Bridget, so far I've found one earring that's 14 karat gold.
Oh wow, good.
But I only have one of them.
Yeah, could you send that back? No. All right, well save it because I'll look for the other one.
Which one is it here?
I didn't mean to send that.
Does it say 14 karat gold right on it, or?
Yeah.
Nice. Don't tell Chris, please.
Yeah.
Just don't let him watch this episode.
He's not allowed to watch the show.
It's that one.
That's pretty.
Oh, nice. I'll have to look and see if I can find that other one for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go buy something from Bridget's store.
I know, right?
I know, that's what I told her yesterday too. I said I'm gonna have to go find something else.
She has some good stuff in there.
But yeah, just a lot of cute stuff. Some what do you call them? Necklaces, the big bulky ones. Statement necklaces.
Todd, did you get your Barbie thing working?
How the heck can I?
No, it worked pretty good before I cleaned the acid out of the battery bay.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you don't.
No,
Look at this cute little box I got on Amazon for jewelry.
I say you don't break it.
Oh.
Oh, it's cool. I like that.
And it snaps and it folds right up.
Uh-huh.
And it's got all these different color things that you like I have the white one in there now. And you just stick the jewelry where, and it's small so I can carry it with me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It
was $9 on Amazon.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh. Pretty cool.
This will be on the couch with me today.
Yeah.
If you feed it every day like you're supposed to, it'll grow up into one this big.
Oh, I have a big one.
That's cool.
Actually, mine is bigger than that, I think. And it's got like the lights that go on to the side and it zips up. I had one of those, but I don't like setting it up all the time. So I'm hoping this one will.
I post a link of it.
It's got like a little. It's got a little bag, and it's got a hole so you can take a picture through the top if you want.
Liz says post an affiliate link.
Yeah.
I don't have affiliate links, but
do you have one, Nikki?
No, I can't get them. I don't think I can get them on my phone, but thank you. I have a huge one, but I accidentally left it out in my garage and a bird pooped on it.
Oh God.
Oh. But I can put a link to it. It just wouldn't be an affiliate.
Yeah, that you could do that. Yeah.
Can I give a quick recap of what I found in my $20 storage building yesterday?
Yeah, go for it.
Please do. I'm still waiting on Todd and his Barbie cassette player. So
yeah, I'm striking out here. Gift cards.
These 3 gift cards right here are worth $40.
Oh, awesome.
Bojangles and Starbucks are both worth $20 each. And
Starbucks? You got a $20 Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And I got a McDonald's one with 74 cents on it.
Oh my God. I would have been jumping up and down for the Starbucks one.
I know.
That would have been my biggest find of the day.
There you go. So you're already in the profit. What, $20? $20 and 74 cents.
Yeah. And this hideous thing, look at right here. It's called the House of 1,000 Corpses.
Oh yeah.
It's got 4 figures in it, and just the chick right here on the end is selling for like $75.
Wow.
Nice.
Just the chick on the end?
Yeah, the chick on the end. I'm sorry, that sounded sexist, didn't it?
No, you're fine, Tom.
Very sexist.
And the clown in the middle right here is like $34.
Wow.
There's not any that's the whole set. So I'm just probably going to throw like $175 in best offer on it, see what happens.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
And then I got 4 of these big sets of Legos, Batman Lego things, and they're selling for like $26 a piece.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you get them listed now, they'll probably sell pretty fast because it's Christmas time.
Yeah, I want to get them listed today.
Thanks for rubbing it in. I'm still bummed about mine.
I know. Her storage unit he came in and paid for it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The guy texted, the guy from the storage unit, the storage locker place texted me and said, hey, the fellow that just came by to pay up his storage locker. And I had finished and I had driven away.
Oh, wow. Good. You know what? That's what they get for trying to pay at the last stinking minute. Come on.
Yeah, I think it should be like 24 hours
I do too.
before the auction ends or something.
Oh, they get plenty of notice.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sure they've gone without paying for a couple months before they put it up for auction.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's on storagetreasures.com. This is what's really bizarre. When you sign up, you give them a credit card or a debit card or whatever, and if you win an auction, they get their commission right off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Their 15% buyer's premium or whatever. Well, you still have to pay the rest of it at the storage unit facility itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, if the person shows up before you do at the storage locker and pays up, it's still considered not being paid, and so they refund you the money off of Storage Treasures.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, you'll get your money back.
Well, as I was getting there to redeem mine, there was a lady throwing down in the lobby of the storage locker place because she had left her house and drove straight to the storage locker, this was like 1:45, and they closed at 1, and they had showed up and paid for the locker.
Wow.
The owner did. So she drove from Chester to Rock Hill for nothing.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I call them.
What's to stop them from, like making an account themselves and bidding on their own locker?
Nothing.
And they can do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then just get it for cheap and
Cheaper than what they owe.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of states are going to like the same concept as like mortgages and cars.
Mm-hmm.
If like say they owe $300 on this bin, I pay $20 for it. They are still liable for $280, and they'll finally, file
Oh, right.
a lien against them.
Well, yeah, you still have that bill out there.
Yep.
You know, this doesn't take care of the bill.
Well, it does right now. It does right now in the Carolinas, but they're getting
really?
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know about the other states, but I know that is.
Huh. I would think they'd still be liable for that bill.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, according to
At least what's less of what they sold
Right.
the unit for.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless they file bankruptcy, then they can't go after them.
Well, then you can't, yeah.
Yeah.
but
So we
it,
had that before.
she was having a conniption fit. You couldn't have.
Ew.
Like that.
That's about a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
So that's how
And-
we call them before we head out, because we're about 3 hours to 4 hours away. So we call them and tell them, look, if they come in, you need to call me immediately so I can just turn my butt around.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, he said that their company is looking at if you've bought a lot of units through them, and I've always done right, that they're going to allow you to make credit card payments.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
that do it based on now. They'll do the credit card payment as far as cash, check, credit card, money order, whatever. You find a few of them that do that now, but not many.
And he said that that's something that's in the work because they've had so many people complain about it.
It is. It's a pain.
About it.
Yeah, I mean, because we went and paid our storage unit, that one in Alabama, and as we're sitting there paying for it, the lady's calling, asking if it's been paid for yet, and we're sitting there.
So these people know, obviously.
Oh yeah, they know. They've done this a couple of times.
I've been at live auctions, and they're auctioning off the daggum, and all of a sudden, one of the store manager walks up, or one of his assistants, and says, "This auction is ended. They just paid the bill on it."
My gosh.
It's crazy.
And it really ticks people off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Because they've had months and months to do this. Why wait till the last second?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have to pay a pen. There's late fees and all that kind of stuff they have to pay.
Then they have to pay the fee for them putting it in the auction.
Yeah.
They have
Yep.
it ends up
Oh,
like
yeah,
tripling their
crazy.
bill, because they have some fee that they have to pay for the auction fee. They have to pay for the late fees, and there's all kinds of fees. They end up like tripling that bill most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the rest of the stuff in that bin was closed, and there's brands that I don't know, I've never heard of, but they're really like there's some camouflage pants that are really, really thick, really heavy duty feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I gotta research all of that to find out if that's any good. And then there must be 12 pairs of kids Nikes in there.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to lock them up and put them on local and see if I can just sell them at a lot cheap just to get them out of there.
I'm always in Bama. I stick into Bama all the time. Yeah, you need to build a big our wall. Trust me, I'm looking at about 4 more units over there, so they ain't supposed to be looking at doing.
Kathy, we matched today.
We do, don't we? So I got my beer one on today. So.
Okay.
We're actually looking at a storage unit in Louisiana, so I'm going to invade all the neighboring areas around me. I'm coming in, and I'm coming in hot.
Will travel for storage units.
That's right. What's the size?
I've been to live auctions where they had to have the sheriff come because people came and started taking stuff out of the auction that people had already paid for and everything.
I have too.
And other, like this one guy, he's like, the auctioneer actually had to stop the auction because he was throwing a fit, and he was taking stuff out of people's piles that they had already bid on and everything. And he's like, well, I had stuff in this guy's garage, and this stuff is mine. I know what's mine. And he's like, the auction's already started. You should have been here. He said, we've been going through this garage for a week now. You should have been here then. You know.
Gosh.
Oh yeah.
Once the advertising goes out, that's it.
Yep.
He goes, because that's what I'm telling people's at this auction. So nothing can be taken out once the bill is made up, once the advertising's made up.
I've
Have
had
you ever been to an auction where they piecemeal it? They take items out of the locker one at a time, and they auction it off that way?
No, this was actually just somebody's garage at their house. Usually if our live auctioneer does storage units, he'll just take everything on the storage unit, bring it back to his building.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to live auctions where family members are in.
Yeah.
Like this one guy, he was one of the brothers, and he actually had nothing to do with it. The parents wrote him out of the will or whatever. He was there. Oh my gosh. He was swearing and screaming, and the auctioneer had to call the cops.
Yeah.
You know?
This one time there was this family, they were a bunch of drunks and a bunch of and you know, the auctioneer's a friend of mine, and he's like, oh, I'm not looking forward to this auction. And he says, I told them all, you can be here, but stay out of my way, you know, and no trouble. If there's any trouble, I'll call the sheriff right away, you know. Anyways, all of a sudden there was, she had this one guy, the one family member had this other guy writing stuff down, like what stuff was going for. Because the one, he told her she couldn't be there. She had to be in the house or off the premises, but she could not be active at the auction because she was a big troublemaker. And he said, you're more than welcome to sit in the house, but you cannot be out here during the auction. And he says, I see you once, and I'm ending the auction, and you're going to pay for everything. Well, then she had somebody out there writing stuff down, and he says, just a minute. He goes, I was standing by him. He goes, Nick, go over there and tell that guy to stop writing shit down, or I'm going to come over there and break his goddamn fingers. All right.
Bam.
I've had enough of these people.
One of the auctioneers that does live auctions here for storage units, he will not allow the owner to be on the premises.
Yeah.
And he will have to remove. Pardon me?
I just think it would cause drama.
It does. I've been to him, and he's had sheriff's deputies come and remove people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thought is, his thought is, if you are concerned about it, you better go up to the front office and pay for it. Otherwise,
right.
And I've been to him where the people say, "There's some papers that I need in there." And usually people say, "Well, we'll leave them in a box in the manager's office."
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're not picking them up by this afternoon, they'll throw them in the trash because they're not required to keep all that stuff down here.
Yeah.
Because I've literally found graduation diplomas from kids that had just graduated, and I just take them back to the high school. I mean, I'll put them in an envelope and take them to the high school and say, "Do you have any way to get hold of?" I tell them I bought this stuff in a storage locker auction. Yeah. I hate for this stuff to be thrown away.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there any way y'all could maybe get in contact with them and say, "Hey, we got your stuff up here"? And they've always been real nice about it and said, "Sure, we'll see what we can do."
Do they tell us not even bring They said that if they wanted it, they would have paid their bill. They would have came and got it. Don't bring it to us because we're just going to throw it away.
You talking about the manager, like the storage unit manager?
Yeah, because we'll tell them, do you want us to bring in personal items, any pictures or anything like that, or anything we find, we can mail them back to you, or because we don't ever go, if it's a large locker and we're out of town, we don't go through anything, maybe real quick, just to kind of look and then pull it and go. Now, if we're local, we'll go through it, and we'll tell them, we'll mail it back to you. They're like, no, if they should have paid their bill, they wanted it if it was that bad. I mean, I hate doing it. Trust me, it sucks. If I can find them, I'll try, but if I don't have any information, and what information I do have, does it come up? I mean,
you know what? It's their own problem, though. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, we are not the caretaker of these items. We are not the person that needs to go out there and find people. Now, I've had, like, one time we had an auction for a guy who died. His whole family is a bunch of assholes. But he had a stepson who he was actually pretty close to. But he was not, I don't know if he was a stepson or like somebody else's, like a girlfriend's son or something like that. I don't know exactly the whole story, but anyways, the rest of the family didn't like him, but because he's the only one that's actually decent, works for a living, wasn't always asking him for money all the time and stuff. But anyways, and this guy, he was like a dad to him. He works with my husband. Anyways, there was the family Bible that you get from the funeral home. It was never written in. It was in beautiful shape. The guy had just died, like, I don't know, like a month and a half before the auction. And this Bible, I bought it. It came in a bunch of stuff I bought for $1. Well, anyways, my husband, my husband didn't know that guy was involved. Anyways, he was talking to my husband. He goes, "Oh yeah, did you go to so-and-so's auction, blah, blah, blah." And my husband says, "Oh yeah, me and my wife went, and that was actually where I bought my van." And they were chit-chatting, and he was like a dad to me, blah, 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 and blah, 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 telling him about it. And he goes, my wife got the family Bible from his funeral. And I just told my husband, I said, "Look at this beautiful Bible." And the Bible was actually worth like $50 or something. And I said, "Look at this beautiful Bible." I said, "This is from his funeral. This is the one that the funeral home gives to the family." I said, "Nobody in that family cared enough to keep the Bible from his funeral." And I said, "It's sad, and my husband said, "Yeah." Well, anyways, when he was talking to the guy, he goes, "Yeah, my wife got the Bible from his funeral." He says, and my husband said, "Would you like it?" And he goes, "Oh, I can't do that. She bought it fair and square, And he goes, "No, she'll give it to you, She was actually mentioning how sad it was that the guy had just died and the Bible was there, And he said, "Well, I would cherish that, And so I gave it to him, and he tried giving me money for whatever. I said, "Nah, just take it." I said, I got less than $1 into it. No big deal. Well, anyways, so he really thought highly of me for that, otherwise, and then there was another time I bought a $1 box, and there was a family Bible in there, old family Bible and it was a friend of mine that I went to high school with, and I knew the family. So I offered it to her because I knew she was cleaning out her grandpa's stuff and blah, 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 whatever. And so I did offer her the Bible because I knew her. Otherwise, there was that in one of the charity auctions that we did for somebody, I don't remember who it was, for Dwayne's auction, I sold that thing with all the pictures and of this woman's high school back in the 40s. And it had all these pictures and letters and invitations and stuff from parties and prom and everything that she had gone to. And that person, I had looked up the family also because I just loved that book so much. I was just like, this is so amazing. And this girl went to high school and she cherished all of this different stuff and made this whole book about it. And so I tried finding the family for that, and because they were in Duluth, and they said, no, we don't want it. We brought all that stuff to the auction. We don't want any of it. I said, okay, just wanted to ask. So there's a lot of family that, they bring this stuff, they don't want it, whatever. Normally I just don't even worry. Normally I don't even worry about it. Right. It's not my job to be the genealogy or whatever you call it person, right, and try to find the home to this stuff. I bought it fair and square to sell it, and I should not feel guilty for doing that. Yeah, it's sad when you see that kind of stuff. I mean, I would be totally saddened if I died and all of our family pictures my kids went and took to the auction. Right. And my kids wouldn't do that, but if they did, that would just be sad, because my dad has pictures from the old country, he does, and all of our pictures from coming to the country, and all old photos of my grandparents and my, just all kinds of them. And it's like all those memories and stuff, we used to look at when I was a little kid. Me and my dad would go through these albums and look at these pictures and stuff. And I mean, pictures of me and my brother and me and my sister and stuff like that. I mean, that I couldn't even imagine throwing all that stuff out, but
people don't care now.
Like that. They don't care about that stuff.
Not a bit.
Not one bit.
Okay. We're going to have a pop quiz here. Name one thing that I did not get in a storage building that we usually get in a storage building.
A dildo.
A mattress.
Dildo. Bills. Boxes of unpaid bills. One box. Not even an envelope with an unpaid bill in it.
Really?
Yeah. And normally I expect 2 of them boxes to be full of unpaid bills.
Hey, Dwayne.
Hey, Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Y'all are naughty girls.
Dwayne.
Dwayne. All together now.
Let's not talk about Polaroids. I thought I was being slick yesterday. I thought I was like giving good news. Then Urgent busted my bubble.
Yeah.
I did? Oh, sorry.
Well, I was like, I got some good news. Let me share this with everybody.
Well, I look at it and I'm like, Kathy, you can get that right on their website.
No, I'm lazy. Shut up. I didn't know how to spell retrospect. That was the problem.
Craig. It wasn't Dwayne. It was the porn cutter. And we realized Dwayne was on.
It was the porn that did it.
I'll be right back. My daughter's here. I'm giving her a ride. So
okay.
Yeah, Maggie, we usually find a bunch of unpaid bills, paid bills. You'll see that where they've saved them since 1960, where they paid bills, just in a box or totes.
Yeah.
Totes. Lots of totes.
Yeah. So yeah, you find them all the time. You have to go through them too, because sometimes they put money in there. Sometimes they have money in them to pay them. They forget to pay them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's crazy. You have to check everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got plenty of gloves. Plenty of gloves.
I had to get through all of these to find those.
I don't ever find any of those.
I've got some of the I got to take, like JCPenney. I couldn't get those to error out. I mean, it kept like erroring out. So I guess I'll have to take it by them and say, is there anything on these cards? Dave and Baxter's, there's probably enough coupons on those for my boys to get a damn rubber ball with. Because it takes like 20 million.
Right.
Coupons. Well, I didn't see this Applebee's. I don't like Applebee's.
Todd, did you get your player to work yet?
No.
We've been waiting.
Well, what the heck did you do to it?
It was working great until I cleaned the terminals.
Oh no.
Maybe one came loose or something.
Oh, then I got this other stupid customer. He wants me to ship my local pickup only heater to him in Arizona.
Mm.
I'm like, sure, I'll pop right over there and just hand it to you.
Here you go.
My gosh.
What time you gonna be home in 2 days? Because that's how long it'll take me to drive over there.
Take me a hot
Wow.
He's arguing, so it says free shipping. No, it doesn't. It says free local pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants you to ship it for free?
Yeah.
What the heck?
He's on crack.
Like,
I'm like, it's my what?
yeah, it would cost me more to ship it than the guy paid for it.
Right.
So what you gonna do, Todd?
I just sent him a message back. No, it does not say free shipping. It says free local pickup.
Dummy.
Just tell him to eat a dick and get over it.
Sally.
I could not see Todd saying that to somebody.
Well, and then also in the description, I said, I had a comment that said something like, now remember, this is free local pickup only. I will not ship this.
Well, there you go.
Buyer's just stupid. So,
too much work.
Yeah, Joanna just had one of those, somebody that offered her an offer, and then she took it, and then they canceled.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of those too.
It's like, man, you just like wasting people's time or what?
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I don't read them. It's like that one guy. He called me an idiot because I told him he needed to read the description, and I was the idiot and shouldn't be selling on eBay or any other platform. Well, no, I think you should be buying off this platform.
Right.
I'm the dummy.
Right.
I've been getting the crazies. At Poshmark yesterday, I had somebody buy a pair of shoes from me. He offered me like $15. Somebody offered me more. So I took theirs. He goes, what, no counter? Well, I got two on the same one. I'm going to take the highest one, you ding dong.
Yeah.
And he's going to keep commenting on mine. Well, thanks for not looking. So I had that removed. So you're a jerk. I almost called him a dick dog, but it was Poshmark, so I was being nice.
Yeah. Yeah, like we really want to sell to people like that anyways, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like, you already started out being humble.
We'd almost rather, I mean, I know I would. I'd rather lose a sale than to sell to somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I'm the same way.
I don't want you to have my stuff.
I sold an item. I shipped it to Miami. 2 weeks later, well, it was it was delivered because it showed proof and delivery. Anyway, 2 weeks later, I get this message saying the item was broken.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, just send it back. And he said, how much will it cost to ship it from Brazil? And I said, I didn't ship it to Brazil. I sent it to Miami, Florida. And he said, no, you have to take it back and pay for shipping. And I said, I only have to pay for shipping from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So I got on the horn with eBay to find out what their take on it was. And he's like, no, it might have gotten broken between Miami, because it was probably a reshipper.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it might have gotten broken between there. So if they want to ship it to Miami, and then you can pay for the Miami to Charlotte deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'll do that. Anyway, they just said, never mind.
Tricky.
Crazy.
And what they're doing is they're just trying to get away with fee, import fees and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You should have said, "I'll meet you on the beach in Rio."
Yeah.
Just pop on down there for a quick vacation.
That's a little dodgy. That whole area down there is a little dodgy for my taste.
Not Todd. He likes it dodgy.
What?
What?
No, I don't. Bridget, you're a punk.
Todd, did you ever have any girls like that in your students in your classes when you were a teacher?
Sure.
Sure.
What'd you do? Make them write lines?
Shoot. If I told them to do that, they'd just laugh on my face.
You should have said yes. Now, Bridget, I won't. 100 lines. I will not be mean to Todd.
I never had just a ton of trouble with kids. I think they were more worried about my blood pressure than they were, If we misbehave, Mr. Parker's head is going to explode.
I could see that.
Yeah. Because I could get mad.
I'm sure.
He's got a meeting, y'all. You need to give him a break. He's got a meeting later today.
Whenever I got angry with students, I usually hurt myself. Like I would slam my fist down on my music stand, and God, that hurt.
Yeah.
But I couldn't stop myself, I was like, you kids, wham, ow. And I'd be sitting there trying to control my pain, and the kids would be going.
Our band room was in the same building that our gym was in. And our band director, he would get so mad sometimes, he'd just walk up to his office and slam the door. And in a minute, one of the coaches would stick their head in the door and say, "Everything okay in here?" They were the heavy, solid doors, and they would slam.
Yeah.
But he
had that soundproofing in the doors from the because it was the band room, they had the big heavy soundproof doors.
Yeah. It was he'd get so mad, and Louis was old as the hills as it was when I was in band, and he would just lose it. Especially if the star pupils were not performing up to his standard that day.
Mm-hmm.
All the first chair players, which were the special ones, the chosen ones. If they were not up to par, man, he would lose it on that day. How can you expect these other ones to do right if you're not behaving, if you're not, concentrating? Blah, 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 blah. We just wanted the A to graduate from high school.
Yep. Just want to go out here.
Ooh,
good.
Good.
Who was that?
Me.
Get it, good.
Woohoo.
Yeah,
Oh,
band
I'll take that.
was an easy A for me as long as you showed up and tried.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And normally the kid that was in that class wanted to be there.
Right. Yeah, like the band. Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't in band because they had to, like an English class or something.
Yeah, that poetry class for me was like somebody was sticking knives in me the whole 6 weeks. If it doesn't rhyme, it's not poetry to me.
I took 2 years of high school art just because that's where the hot chicks were.
My junior year of high school, so many boys signed up for home economics because that's where all the girls were at. They created a separate class for boys.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That'll teach them.
Yeah. Our high school art teacher made us enter art in the local fair one time, and me and the only other guy in the art class, we won a couple of awards, and none of the girls won anything. It was hilarious.
Todd, why are you being mean?
I'm not being mean. It was just funny.
Todd must have been good because he would have been going up against a lot of like Picasso and Rembrandt.
Yeah, true.
I think I drew a picture of a blue jean jacket sitting on a chair.
So you can draw?
Not really, but I got an award. I think they felt sorry for the guy. Look, there's guys doing art. Let's be nice to them. Well, you stupid Barbie radio. I give up.
Now, Bridget, you've probably run across enough fine art in your bins that you've bought to know that ability does not require you to draw pictures.
True.
Let's take this $25 canvas and we're just going to throw buckets of paint on it and let it run, and then we're going to sell it for $19.95.
Shoot, I just sold a picture of a guy holding a bunch of eels.
Oh my God, they were not freaking eels. And it was a sketching. It wasn't. Oh my God.
What was he holding?
They were like suspenders, or they could have been furs.
Oh, here we go with the eels again.
Yeah, here we go with the eels again. They could have been fur. I think they were furs, but whatever.
They look like suspenders because they had those two, like the two button things. The guys button them on their pants. The suspenders, the old time suspenders. They had those on the ends of them.
But Todd comes up with freaking eels. Who comes up with eels?
Here, I'll screen share it again and let Tom make his own decision on what these are.
Whose mind goes right to eels?
I know exactly.
Mine did.
I don't think ever in history has there ever been a big eel seller.
I know.
In the United States.
His head goes directly to eels.
Here's your new niche. See?
Oh my God.
They sell better than suspenders.
I know.
Freaking eels. I know. Who the hell sells eels? God, Todd.
Todd would.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll sell anything that's legal to sell.
That's right. And then
Pretty
if some things unlegal, if I can't get away with it, we know you, Todd. We know you sneak those in there.
Yeah.
Frankie says, Dwayne, I've seen you say porn and whips so far. Where's your mind this morning?
Evidently in the gutter.
Where is it always?
In the gutter.
Dwayne says, an eel salesman sells eels. Duh.
Oh.
Deb says, I'm sure Tara and Jeb would have an eel story if they were here. That's for sure. If they were here.
Eels are a horse delicacy. Well, I didn't know that, Maggie. Horse whips, I tell y'all. Well, Todd, you sharing or what? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I had to find it.
He's an old man. Calm down. He doesn't. It takes him a little while.
Okay, here it is. I sold this print for $65.
Woo!
That's crazy.
Okay, now here's the guy. Is that eels or what is that?
Actually, to me, that looks like stirrups.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
It looks like what?
Stirrups. for like a
Stirrups.
yeah,
Horse stirrups.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're not eels. Would you get eels from that?
no.
Look at that! Look at that!
If you look closely, if you look down at the bottom, that bottom one on the man's left hand side, you can see a bar going across it, and that's the reason I'm thinking that's stirrups.
Well, they're not eels. I can tell you that.
I don't know. Those
Sorry,
look kind
Todd.
of like fins hanging down there.
Sorry, Todd. Those are eels.
Oh, God. Here we go. Wrong club.
Anyway, the guy's standing in front of the New York City Hall. All the people out front.
Where's
Get your stirrups.
Tara at?
Stirrups.
What do you see? I thought I saw horses back there.
Or your eels.
Yeah.
Whatever they look like to you.
Fresh eels. Fresh eels.
Eel skin stirrups. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I think those were stirrups.
Thank you. But they're not eels.
They didn't look nothing like eels.
Thank you.
I would even thought of eels.
Yeah, that's what I said. Whose mind goes direct, looks at a picture and says, "Oh, that guy's holding eels."
So yeah, artwork sells. So yeah,
It does.
Yeah.
How big a print was that?
it was like 14 by 12.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Bubble wrapped it and slapped it between two pieces of cardboard and sent it on its merry way.
Mary said he didn't say ills. He said for heels.
For heels.
Wait, Sally, can you say eels again?
No. Now you're gonna make fun of me.
I'm not going to make fun of you. I just want to hear how you say it.
Eels.
Does Sally have trouble pronouncing eels?
Eels.
Mhm.
Ills.
Ills. See, she was saying ills before.
Well, I have a problem with pronouncing a lot of words.
My ills were sick today.
Eels.
They were ill.
You can go to your nearest Asian food store, grocery store, and you probably can find some in the cooler section if you want some.
There you go. See? So it's not totally out of the realm of
Deb.
not totally out of the realm of possibility that those were eels.
Deb said, just put the ills in the baggies when you buy them.
In the biggies.
And then you could take them to auction. No, Marie, not
Yeah.
And sell them. Yep.
fail them.
Not
So
sell.
you're taking a lot of abuse from these women.
Dad?
Yeah.
We're his
Yeah,
sister
dude.
wives.
He loves
We
it.
have to deal with a lot with him. What are you talking about?
The grumpy
Yeah.
head, you know.
You'll get there, Tom. I'm sure.
There's
Yep,
You
you just
last that long.
there's bad women at all the dodgy places I hang out.
So did you get a lot of stuff from your girlfriend yesterday, Todd?
I bought the watch.
woohoo!
Nice.
It wasn't
Oh,
cheap.
good.
Wasn't cheap.
300.
Ooh, that's as low as she would go?
But
Yeah,
he's guaranteed 200 in gold value.
yeah. There's
Oh.
there's $200 worth of 18 karat gold in the watch.
So
Wow.
That's
technically,
awesome.
he's only doing $100 gamble with it.
Right.
That's good though.
So what does that watch sell for? The entire watch?
It is a very old but very small in comparison manufacturer to like Rolex or any of the big name.
Working?
Yeah, it's more of an obscure
So
maker, but they're high end.
I found a few gold watches from this manufacturer, maybe 4 or 5 on different platforms, but none were like this one.
Oh.
So I'm thinking this is a fairly rare, maybe.
I gotta pee. I'll be back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I hope everything comes out okay.
But I listed it on a 3-day auction, starting at $900.
Wow.
So we'll see. Then I got a couple other things. I got some cross stitch kits.
Oh, you didn't show us those.
Well, they're just.
Oh. You were on yesterday. You didn't show us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I left the hangout early.
One is a Christmas stocking.
Get that on.
One is some birds and holly trees. And another one is a cat in a Christmas stocking. So. Then I got like half of a jeweler's lathe. Tom asked me what I bought, and he's not even here.
I am. I'm right here. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I thought you left.
No, I'm sitting here. No, that was
Sally had a pee.
Went to the bathroom. No, I'm sitting here looking.
Oh, okay.
He's right. He just kind of leans to the side. I think he has something over there.
I have a monitor here, and my camera is here.
Yeah.
So he's looking when he's leaning.
Yeah. I got like a 12-foot long table runner.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is.
Huh.
Actually, about 11 foot. I held it up, doubled over, and it was
11 foot.
Yeah, it's like 11 feet long. And I folded it once and held it up, and it was above my eye, so I'm 6 foot tall.
Wow.
So it's like 11 feet.
Is it a hallway runner or a... I don't know
She called it a table runner.
Wow, 11 feet is long for a table runner.
I know. What else did I get?
Hey, Glenn. Good morning.
Hey, Glenn.
That's about it. My big project for the day's list. I don't know. Can you see on the table over there?
Oh, God.
Where?
I have 30.
I always knew he was weird.
I have 30 Barbies.
Naked Barbies.
Naked Barbies at that.
No, their clothes are down in that box on the floor. How do you list 30 Barbies? Can you see them? Can you see them over there?
We'll take use that picture and then throw orgy in the description.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Dwayne might come in for that one.
Look at all those suckers.
Lord help us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why are they naked?
Well, that's the way I got them out of the storage unit. I don't know why they're naked. I didn't take their clothes off.
Todd's stripping down the Barbie dolls now.
That's a bunch of Barbies, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, how would you list though? Would you just put them all in one big lot?
That's what I do. Lot of Barbies.
Lot of 30 Barbies, and they all, most of them say 1966 or 1968.
Oh.
But I've heard they reuse that date with newer ones. Is that true?
I'm not a big Barbie person, so I don't know.
Me either. I'd be the last person.
Yeah. Usually if I get a bunch of Barbies like that, I'll look up. Sometimes, I mean, I've made good money on the clothes.
Yeah.
Like a dress, one dress, Barbie dress I sold for $60 once. But the dolls, I just throw in a lot. A lot of Barbie.
Well, these aren't in like really pristine condition. Their hair's all messed up. Some of them, their hair has been clipped.
Someone will probably use them for like parts too, though, because they still make, like, some people still make those Barbie dolls. You know those crochet little Barbie doll napkin cover things? I still see people selling those. I don't know why people making them.
They have specific dolls for those, but they.
Yeah, like this one says right here on her lower back, Mattel Inc. 1966, Indonesia. I don't know.
I think you'd be able to sell them.
Oh, yeah. I would sell them a lot, though. That's just...
Hello out there.
Pretty old,
My name's Barbie.
Oh my God. Did you put some clothes on that bitch?
Oh.
The bottom cover. Did you notice that?
You just come in, Sally. He's got a table full of them over there naked.
Okay, here's one with clothes. Is that better? Hello. But no, not much hair. Some little girl said, This Barbie needs a haircut.
Oh, I used to do that all the time. I used to make them. I had to make my own Ken dolls.
You made your Barbies into Ken?
File off the boobs or what?
I know. That's what I was thinking. What'd you do with the top part?
I had to. I turned them around and I flipped their arms.
Oh.
I pulled their arms out of their sockets and flipped them the other way. And
this one has a pull string. What does that do?
She talks.
She does?
Coming out of her ass.
Fart.
She farts.
That's
oh,
freaky.
she spins. Look. She spins.
Oh.
That's the ballerina Barbie.
Look at her.
I'm a twirling Barbie. Look at me twirl.
That's the going through the divorce Barbie.
Ansley says if they're like taller, like she put a message in the side chat or the other chat, and instead of anyone looks like the one on the right, cha-ching. Is there who was it?
Taller.
Joanna says Mattel doesn't make Barbies anymore.
So how old are these? Are they actually 66, 68?
Ask her how old she is. She'll tell you.
Oh, not the taller one, the private area. What are you talking about? Let me click.
If you Google how to date a Barbie, there will be all kinds of hints and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
I bet you get some videos you don't want to know about too. How to date a Barbie.
True. I didn't.
Okay.
Instead of like 1966 and stuff, you probably want to look them all up.
Instead of having a private area, it barely has a crotch and it's all legs. It's like all legs and then a sliver of crotch. That's the older ones, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna see freaking Todd looking in between their legs.
I'm gonna come in. There you go,
man.
Heck if I know. Some of them do have longer legs. I think. No, I don't know.
Well, look at the picture that Ansley put in the chat, in the Facebook chat.
Okay.
Mary says some 1960s Barbies sell for hundreds, Todd.
Yeah.
Really? Maybe I got the ones.
Maybe you do.
You do have that horseshoe up your ass, so
Mac, you
you probably do.
Got a horseshoe up my ass.
Means you're lucky.
Yeah, we're talking about Barbie's crotches today. Hey.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Where's the picture? I don't see it.
It's in Facebook. On the chat that I sent the link.
Oh my god. Where is it?
Oh my god.
Hard to do.
That's for something.
Well, we know he doesn't hardly ever read our chat.
He doesn't.
Todd's going to have nightmares and now be laying in bed and all these little Barbies are standing around him, climbing on him.
I still don't see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. If any of them look like the one on the right, cha-ching. I don't know.
Oh no. They was looking for crotches.
Oh, that is different. I don't think I've got any of those.
Good morning.
Good morning, Laurie.
Good morning, Laurie.
Someone was mentioning that runner
Right.
of 11 foot was real long. A friend of mine inherited it from his favorite aunt, her whole house and everything in it. And his aunt was really big on formal events. And she had a dining room table that would fit 20 people comfortably. And she could set, the formal settings on, the plate, and the bread plate, and the 12 spoons and forks and knives and all that kind of stuff, all silver plate. But my friend's wife decided she was going to have a formal dinner. And after polishing silver for a week and then cleaning crystal for a week, she came down to having the party and it went over really well. And everybody was impressed with all the place settings and the china and silver and whatnot. If you'd ask her right now, and it's been years since this happened, when are you going to do it again? She would tell you never. Because the only people that did stuff like that was people that had staff to polish and clean and wash all those damn dishes.
I don't know. Wash my dishes, Barbie. Wash them damn dishes over there.
Well, we know the White has staff. It's called Todd.
That's not a can, is it?
I don't know. What is it?
It don't look like a can.
Yes, Sarah, I will send you a link right now.
Who?
Sarah says, can I jump on, tell a return story, and ask opinions?
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
of course.
Make me a sandwich.
Hey, Lori.
Exorcist.
Howdy.
Somebody needs to get watch his draws.
Somebody needs to get a life.
Kissed
It's
it.
not,
Oh my
sure
god.
it's not one of the Backstreet Boys.
Lord help us.
Lord.
My cousin used to come over to our house when she was on Play Barbie. She'd come over to our house and get our G.I. Joes. And so so her Barbies would have dates.
Oh, God. Jesus.
That was back when the G.I. Joes were, 11 and a half inches tall? Back in the 60s.
Make sure you guys thumbs up so that you let us know that we're doing an okay job and that you want us to keep doing videos this week.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
Nearly 40 people watching and only 8 thumbs up and 5 thumbs down. Wow. If you're watching this video and you thumbs it down, why are you watching?
Yeah. Go away.
Go away.
Just remember, Sally, a view is a view.
If I'm not doing a good job, then see you later.
Go.
Well, we have 7 people on the channel, so at least 7 thumbs up should be there.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Well, let's get you now.
Oh, I ignore them because they're all activity. People are stupid.
Oh, yeah. But it's still giving you activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are all activity.
So, screw them.
Because they don't look at the thumbs up, the thumbs down as a person doesn't like it, because that's just their interpretation of the material.
Well,
they
just because, never mind.
Look at the thumbs up, the thumbs down as a person doesn't like it, because that's just their interpretation of the material.
Well, Dwayne, you better do a thumbs up or we will all come haunt you.
We do come over to those auctions.
All right, you ready, Sarah?
I am. Okay. I shipped this. It is a pet safe in-ground cat fence receiver collar.
Are you ready, Sarah?
I am.
Okay. Well, wait.
Wait.
Your YouTube's on mute.
Oh yeah, you gotta mute your YouTube.
Closer.
Are you ready, Sarah?
I am.
Mute your YouTube. Wait, Sarah.
YouTube is on.
Oh, I forgot. Beginner rookie.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You could be a rookie.
Rookie mistake. All right. So I got the in-ground cat fence back collar, right?
Okay.
It sold for $79.99. Awesome. The guy didn't want it. Decided he didn't want it. Sent it back. Opened. Tore to hell and back.
Oh, great.
So I contacted eBay and I explained, like, I can't resell, like, it literally has dirt in it. Like, I can't resell it. I don't even know if it's the same thing that I put in the package.
Right.
All they told me to put pictures in the description and then, like, in the eBay side, and then to send the same pictures to him with an explanation of I can only give a partial refund because it did not come back to me in the condition that I shipped it.
Right.
Well, of course, he doesn't want a partial refund. He wants 100% back.
Too bad.
Right. So then I sent another email, this time with the policy links, right? Like, hey, this is my policy. I have 60-day return. Buyer pays shipping. So at the very least, he's got to pay that. And so according to him, which he could be lying, he said that eBay said that I have to return $79.99.
No.
Back to him. Okay.
I don't think eBay would tell him that, especially if they're going into the messages and seeing, the conversation between both of you, and because they look at that, and if they see that that's used.
Yeah. Right.
You sold it new in the package, or
new in the package, like sealed.
Yeah, like sealed. Okay. Yeah.
And it came back like this.
Yeah. So just do what you have to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And put your pictures in and everything, and
stay in contact with eBay for sure.
Yep.
Well,
make sure that you do everything you're supposed to be doing.
I called them and they said they can't step in until the end of Friday morning.
Right.
To do the time frame.
Yeah.
So I just let him sit and stew in his.
Yes,
yeah.
I would.
Because you won't give me money?
Yes, I would. And then I would call eBay, because have you ever called them on something like this before where...
This is the first time I've had to deal with this.
Was it an automatic return where they said that, would they automatically approve the return, or was it like he had to send it back? And
no, I automatically, because I have returns, I accept returns up to 60 days, I automatically pick them a return label. But I was not expecting it to show up broken.
Yeah.
Right. And you can call them because they've done that with me, because I've had a guy that had used a new product out of the package. He took it out of the package and everything. And I called and explained to him, said, look, it's no longer new. It's now used. I don't know if they're returning the same product to me.
Right.
But they ended up giving me my money back. I kept my money and they gave him his money back, but it was like a courtesy thing. They only do it once, you know, but
Well,
whatever.
Give him all they want.
Yeah. But you should see the option to give him however much you want to back in there. But
Okay.
if you call when it's like 2 o'clock Central Time,
Okay.
that way you get the people in eBay that are actually in California.
I gotcha.
That's what I learned, because the people that when I called the first time, he goes, oh, well, you have to contact the seller or the buyer. And if the buyer agrees to do the half refund or whatever, then you can do it. Well, no, they don't have an agreement on this. I'm sorry. It was new
Right.
and you approved this, and they lied.
Yeah.
You know? So they sent it back and they end up giving, I kept my money and they gave him a refund with everything. So
Yeah. And eBay's not going to tell him that this is what's going to happen, is that she's going to give you your money.
right.
They're not going to say that because they don't have both sides of the story yet. So they can't make a determination on if you're going to or not. So until they get your pictures and your side of the story, then, you know, then they can compare notes and, you know, and then make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, they're not going to tell him,
No.
oh, she's going to give you your money back, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Going to.
And they're not going to tell him and not tell you.
Don't follow what
Yeah.
the customer says. Just go by what you're doing with eBay and just deal with eBay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also after eBay tells if eBay tells him that he's not getting his money back, he may go through PayPal and try to get the money back, and chances are PayPal will just give him his money back. But you will just have to do the same thing with PayPal. Take pictures of it, send it to PayPal. You know, to call PayPal, and they'll tell you to take pictures, send it to them, and whatever. And yeah, chances are they'll give him his money. And keep your money.
Yeah. So hold on to everything for a little bit.
Yeah.
And also make sure that you follow your timelines too. Like if they say, you know, if this decision needs to be made to make a, you know, to send a refund by Friday, then you need to call them on Friday. You know, don't wait.
Yeah. And as soon as they go ahead and close the case in your favor, go ahead and start watch your PayPal, because they'll probably go straight to PayPal.
Okay.
I've
Thank you.
noticed that a lot.
Well, that's.
Okay.
I guess that was my precaution, my hesitancy to wait. The key is that I don't want it to be taken from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay on top of it.
Okay.
Did you say it was broken too?
Yeah, there's like a dirt in it. Like it looks like they just swapped theirs out for mine.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they did.
Yeah.
And be prepared for them to call you a dick dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have they had it? How long did they have it?
Oh, maybe a day.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
they
was-
just swapped it out.
That's all they did, yeah.
Like they weren't
So-
even really good about covering up the fact that it was used.
See, that's bad.
And you have pictures showing that it's sealed and everything. So yeah, I think they'll go fine.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is yeah, they'll probably let him keep his money and let you keep your money. So he's going to be rewarded for this, you know.
And then
Yeah.
he'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But
He probably already has.
so about that, you know.
Todd, I have to ask about the Naked Ken Barbie.
I'm being a butt today.
Ken booty.
And that's different from other days. How?
Kiss my
Literally on that
butt.
backside.
Didn't you know that's our nickname for you when you're not around?
Plastic butt.
Was that a liquor bottle laying down beside him?
A liquor bottle?
Yeah, it looked like a little bottle was laying beside him before you picked it up.
I have a micrometer.
No, it looked like it was when he was sitting on the table. Between him and the camera was something that looked like a little bottle.
Yeah, I've got alcohol.
No, it was a little tiny one.
A little tiny
Todd, do you know what my feedback's going to be for you for the necklace?
Oh,
What's that?
It's going to be, this seller is an ASS. Awesome. Awesomely stupendous seller.
Oh,
That's funny.
Amazingly stupendous seller. That's what I was going to do. Oh, I've been thinking things up.
nice.
hello, YouTube.
Oh, did you see what Dwayne said? That is a dial indicator, Todd, not a micrometer.
What?
Micrometer,
what-
not micrometer.
Micrometer, I guess.
It says federal something. The
Yeah, because he
screen's
does
gonna-
work for self copiers, you know.
It's a dial what?
Indicator.
But it measures the depth of like grooves and stuff. Right? I don't know.
Oh, no.
Bridget, up in Michigan, they have speedometers in the car.
Well, I'm just reading it, and okay, it says micrometer. Okay, that's how it's spelled.
It's okay, Sally. We're just picking at you.
Oh my gosh.
They measure bathing suits?
Yeah, well, in New York,
Men's bathing suits?
well, in New York, turkeys fly through the air going, Only in New York, though.
Yep. Yep.
No.
That's
You
okay.
guys are crazy.
Chris just kind of looked at me and shook his head and didn't say a word. Just kept looking at me.
I was so sick that day, and when she said that, I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I just about died. I laughed so hard. I was like, oh my God, Bridget, you did not just do that, did you? And the next day I wanted to come on with, the next time I was feeling better, I wanted to come on with a picture of a goose and or a turkey going, That was so funny. I will never let you live that down, Bridget. That was like
Oh,
the
that's
hilarious
why
moment.
she's
of the show.
goose.
Yeah, Dwayne won't either because now he calls me Goose.
That's funny.
I used to call him Maverick.
Good though.
See, I did it on purpose to make you laugh, Nikki.
Oh my God, I laughed so freaking hard. Oh God. Oh, I laughed and laughed. Oh my God, it was so funny.
That's hilarious.
I was ready to go to sleep, ready to take a nap, and I did shortly after. I didn't hear much of the rest of the show, but oh my God, I'm glad I was there for that part. That was freaking hilarious.
God, don't make me laugh. It hurts.
Poor thing. Lord help us.
Yeah, we're sad, sad people.
But we make you laugh.
Absolutely.
I have to say that's probably one of the best parts. One of the best parts of the show was that we did that. That was probably the funniest one.
You'll go crazy.
And I had a feeling right after you said it, you were like, what did I just do? Wait a minute.
Marcel,
Whoopsie-doo.
so at least Chris don't make you repeat.
She's like, oh wait, those are geese.
Frankie's Fine says, just to be clear, those honking turkeys are only in the Buffalo area. We have normal
Fucking turkeys.
Chris has a crazy one. You have the smoker geese, is what it is, right?
Yeah, we have the smoker geese.
Speaking of geese, it reminds me of the turkey episode on WKRP the other night. I swear as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
No, according to Bridget, they can. They fly so.
They got t-shirts.
We better hurry up and get our turkeys for Thanksgiving because they're flying south pretty soon.
They got the t-shirts on Me TV. It says "I survived the Great Turkey Drop" of WKRP.
Turkeys are pretty scarce up here in the north from like October till May.
Yeah.
We can't find them anywhere.
They're all in New York and Cincinnati, I guess.
No, they're flying away from New York and going to Florida.
Going to Florida. It's Thanksgiving time. They know where they gotta be. We're gonna deep fry them.
Gotta hitch a ride from them.
Canadian turkeys.
Mary says she bought that shirt. I probably
God, how did you deal with all these women folk on your own for so long?
Just the way he's dealing right now. He's quiet. Sometimes he'll put himself on mute.
He tunes us out.
like every other man.
Oh, he gets us back. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to list the dolls, moaning, groaning, and all of that too.
Yeah. So we have to deal with a lot of crap too.
Mm.
Oh God.
Y'all are a hoot.
Or a honk.
So, what was Tom's conclusion on the on the eels with the suspenders? Did he figure they were suspenders or eels?
Tom said they look like stirrups.
Huh?
Tom said they look like stirrups.
Stirrups?
Yeah.
What are stirrups? What do you mean?
Like horse stirrups.
Like you put your feet in them when you're on a saddle.
Well, they look like they would be upside down then.
No, the flat part is across the bottom.
The buttonholes were on the bottom.
That's not buttonholes. That's the actual stirrup.
Huh?
God, here we go.
Go away, you weirdo. Jeez.
Todd, pull it back up.
They've been stirrups too, though, I suppose. Yeah.
Tara was lurking.
Here, say hi to everybody.
They're definitely
You want to be such a butt. You need to quit being such a meanie. Leave my stuff alone.
Aw, who are you yelling at?
This is Dougie.
Aw.
I'm his human, and he never leaves me alone. He's constantly up my butt.
Oh, my cat was my daughter's cat yesterday, because I was in pain. I had my heated blanket on me, and I was sitting on the couch, and she did not leave my side the whole entire day.
More than that.
No.
Hey, I like your hat. Did you make that?
No, my son bought it for me. You bought it from some crafty lady. My sister makes them, but she didn't make this one. Oh. Lay down. Go. Won't you go lay down? Ever since we got that kitten in, he's been like stuck to me.
Yeah, I can't. There's no way I would ever be able to bring in another cat in here.
I wouldn't either. No
My-
dog.
Oh no, Dwayne.
As it is, she's really having anxiety issues.
Well, I'd gotten this one for Teresa a few years ago because her cat died when she kind of didn't know it was in the dryer. So you can imagine. And it broke her heart. We tried to revive it and it didn't.
Oh no.
So I went to the shelter and got him as a kitten, and I guess because I was the first one he seen, he brought him home and he imprinted on me rather than on her.
Oh, God, I want to cry thinking about that.
It was rough. It was rough.
Is
So,
that where your inventory's at, Dwayne?
Up his ass? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, Dwayne, this.
What happened?
Literally.
Literally.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Come here.
Holy shit is right.
That is awful.
Mickey, his sewer line backed up into his basement where all of his merchandise is at.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot Nikki can't read the chat.
Oh.
No, I'm driving.
So we're all going, oh man. She's like, what?
I didn't get his inventory, just his laundry room.
That's terrible.
That's crazy.
But that's just as bad. I mean,
everything. That sucks. I've had that happen.
Sorry, Dwayne.
It sounds like, to quote a famous line from a famous Christmas movie,
Here we go.
Full.
Shitter's full, yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Christmas Vacation.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. That's nasty.
Yeah, that's awful.
I mean, just even if it was just water, that would be a mess. But being a sewer is really a.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does.
Heard from Valorie yet?
No.
Not yet.
That's not.
She's actually getting on the plane, I think, in an hour.
Yep.
Oh, gross. He said it filled his entire downstairs shower.
Uh,
Ugh. I'd have to call somebody in for that.
Oh, yeah. That's not a cleaning job that I would want to handle.
No, me either.
I was about to say, why is he on the YouTube when he got that going on?
He has Heather down there cleaning it for him.
Man.
Okay, good. Plumbers in round. Or call one of those like Service Master or Serve Pro and have them come.
Yeah, Serve Pro is what I was thinking.
Do they clean it?
Yeah,
Serve
they
Pro will, yeah.
Yeah, Serve Pro and Service Master, they're restoration companies. And whenever we have flooding, they come in and clean them. The only reason I know that because I used to work for a fire restoration company. And we used to work side by side with them. Yeah, that. Oh, yeah. Serve Pro or somebody. I ain't.
Well, think about that. There's not very many businesses that do that, so there's good money in it.
There really is.
That and the traumatic, like if there's been a murder or something in somebody's home. Oh, yeah.
You get huge money for that.
Oh, yeah. My sister wanted to do that because she was already cleaning houses. I'm like, I don't think you're going to like that.
Yeah.
We would hear the horror stories from the Serve Pro people and the Service Master. They would go in our in there doing it. It's like, you don't never want to be in there.
I know a guy who used to be a cleaner, but he was a cleaner for an organization.
Great.
That sounds like my family lineage.
Do you have a mafia story for us?
He was a cleaner for an organization, and
well, then I'm not going to tell you my.
He told me that like him and because we were talking about Toronto, and he goes, we could, my wife and I could tell you about Toronto and where to go and stuff. He goes, because when we would have too much cash, that's where we would go to get rid of it.
I was going to say, hey, those aren't real cleaners, when they like that. They're not cleaning houses, Bridget.
Oh, no, I know what he's doing.
Yeah, my grandfather
I know
was part of the mafia. My dad's dad was part of the mafia and the Irish mob and all that.
I mean, some people think, it's a real thing. It still goes on,
Yeah.
It's Dad would say when he was a kid, it wasn't uncommon for the family get-togethers, everybody wearing guns, waiting for something to happen.
Yep.
And if you go look at our, we have all my family's buried in the Spring Grove Cemetery in Cincinnati. And if you go look at their death records, all of them from back in that time frame, they were all died from blunt force trauma to the head, which usually meant a bullet hole.
Oh my gosh.
Well, my family's not in the mafia, but you know, you do carry weapons to our family.
Yeah.
Just to be on the side.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all see? I think it was Gross Point Blank.
Yeah.
The assassin, the hitman. Well,
Yeah.
It takes place in Grosse Pointe, Michigan, right outside of Detroit. Anyway, that was a good movie, and I know it's a lot of TV about it, but you know, these guys were supposedly knocking people off and just didn't think it was like flipping burgers at a McDonald's.
Yeah, they don't think nothing of it.
No, they don't. Nope.
It's like so and so's got to go, and they're like, okay, I'll do it. You know, and then out they go. You know.
But now it's the corporate world that's doing more hits than it is the mafia.
Dwayne says they set up a dating booth at our family reunions.
You must be down in Mississippi.
That's Arkansas Hush.
That's Arkansas.
It's on the other side of the river.
Oh God.
Our dating booth for all the married men, huh? Man, I'm cold.
I'm about ready to take a nap though. I haven't yet.
Did you stay up all night working or something, Bridget?
Did I what?
Or you said you needed to take a nap. I said, did you stay up all night working, or are you sick? Or?
No, I had a procedure done yesterday, so I'm kind of a little bit from that.
Oh, okay.
Recovering.
I'm recovering.
Okay, that's okay.
When I went out to do donuts last night, I think I got too cold, and so like it's just taking forever to warm up now.
I do donuts, but it's usually in my vehicle. We do different kinds of donuts.
Yeah, it's different. Definitely different.
Sally, I thought you were off work last night.
I was supposed to be.
What? Ask her about it. Went
in. Somebody called me and wanted to change days, so now I don't have to do them on Thursday, so it's fine with me.
You don't have to work on Thursday?
No, I don't have to do donuts on Thursday.
Oh, I thought you meant you didn't have to work.
But no, I have to work at 11, so but instead of doing donuts tomorrow night, then I can just go to work at 11. I'm fine with that.
Do y'all make your own donuts?
We don't. We get them in frozen. We get them in frozen, and then we bake them and glaze them and frost them and sprinkles and all that.
Aw, how cute. Do you decorate them cute?
Yeah, I try.
And if you're one of her main customers, she decorates them really with some special chocolate icing.
Oh my God.
Oh God. She went to Dwayne's basement.
Oh God.
Okay.
That's gross.
All the convenience stores around here, they have Krispy Kremes in there, and they deliver every morning.
It's still stuck on me? I don't know.
Because
no, you.
All I see is Lori.
Well, then it must not be.
Talk. Somebody talk.
It's kind of glitchy. It's bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, mine's been all over the place too.
It's got little black boxes popping up everywhere too.
All right, yeah, it is still stuck on you, Sally.
I've
tried to click around.
Yeah, me too.
See, I get Lori when if I'm not clicking. I mean, if it's
Well, no, that's because that screen you're looking at, Tom,
now.
that's because you have the little white box on Lori.
No, I don't either.
Jennifer says, question, is there anything in my inventory that I can't store in an outside storage unit?
No.
Clothing, I wouldn't. That's just me, though.
Clothes, electronics.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Take out batteries out of your stuff.
Oh, like in your storage unit that's outside? Like not a climate control storage unit? Is that
take batteries out of stuff?
Oh, I have everything in there. I have everything in there.
Yeah.
If you're in the freezing climate, don't put snow globes in there.
That's that's what I was gonna say. Was if if it has water in it or whatever, you might want to.
But I put these in my bins. These little things.
Good morning.
Yeah, I do too. Those little packages with the absorb moisture and stuff.
Yeah, I have those in
tightly. If you have tightly sealed bins, you can put almost anything in there. I mean, you don't have any storage units. You don't really have too many problems.
I pre-pack my clothes in plastic and then seal it with the seal-a-meal so it's airtight.
Right.
Now, Tara was telling me that she used to do that, and her clothes would get moist inside. So when people got them, they were moist.
Haven't had that problem yet.
I haven't either.
But I have I have those little packet things, and I got this little thing. It's called Dry Z Air. It's just a little thing, and you put these crystals in it, and it keeps absorbing all the moisture, and then you just dump it out and put new stuff in it. So
yeah, I have two of those in my unit.
The Dry Z Airs.
Yep.
And they work pretty good because the one I have is a 10 by 14, and I just have the one in there, and it works good.
Yeah.
You got a dentist appointment in. Oops, excuse me.
Yeah, mice is why I don't put clothing in there.
I think we're gonna shut it down, and then we'll open it up to whoever wants to come in.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
See you guys later.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Later.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.